There are exactly 3 apartments, 1, 2, and 3. In the Gladstone apartment building, exactly 5 tenants live in the building. F, G, H, J, and K. Exactly 3 of the tenants are pet owners. The following conditions hold. No more than 1 apartment is vacant. No pet owner lives in the same apartment as anyone who is not a pet owner. Felicia does not live in the apartment G lives in. At most, 2 tenants live in number 1. H, a pet owner, lives with at least 1 other tenant. J, who is not a pet owner, lives in number 3. Question 8. Which of the following could be inaccurate matching the apartments to the tenants living in them? First condition. You can't have more than 2. Choice A has 3. Go ahead and eliminate it. Pet owners and not pet owners do not live together. J is not a pet owner. H is a pet owner. They're in choice E. Go ahead and eliminate it. F and G are not together. In choice B, F and G and H are together. Go ahead and eliminate it. H, who is a pet owner, lives with 1 other person. H is by themselves, and D. Go ahead and eliminate it. The correct answer for this one is going to be answer C. Number 1, no tenants. 2, G, H, K. 3, F, J. Question 10. If F lives alone in 2, then which of the following could be true? So right now we're going to go ahead and put F in 2 worlds. Make sure you signify that F is going to be by itself. J is going to be a pet owner, so that's going to be true in both worlds. K, who was a previous pet owner, could be in 1. G, who was a previous pet owner, could be in 2. We could have H, what you consider in position by themselves with 1 other person. That other person is going to have to be what you consider G for the first world. And the other person is going to be considered K for the second world. So now we have 2 worlds. Only G lives in A for choice A, which is not true. Only H lives in number 1, which is not true. Only J lives in 3, which is not true. Only G and K lives in 1, which is not seen. Only G and J live in 3, which is seen in the second world. So go ahead and choose E. Correct answer E. Only G and J live in number 3. Question 11. If G lives in the same apartment as H, then each of the following could be true except. From the previous worlds, we see that G and H together here. We also see G and H are together here. So let's go ahead and answer the questions. F lives in the same apartment as K. That could be in a position where we can go ahead and say it's true. F lives in the same apartment as J. F does live in the same apartment as J. However, we don't see where F lives in the same apartment as K. So let's go ahead and keep choice B, because we do see it. Choice C, J lives in the same apartment as K. That's actually visually seen. J lives alone. That could be a possibility as well. K lives alone. We don't really see that as well where K does live alone, but it could in question 11 if we replace the F for K. However, F in the same apartment as K is not visually seen. So let's go ahead and choose choice A. And question for 11 will be answer A. F lives in the same apartment as K will be the one that is except not true. Question 13. Which of the following cannot be a complete and accurate list of tenants living in number 1? From the previous Game Boy, we see H and G together, so we can go ahead and eliminate that answer choice to reduce it. And the previous question for 11, F is by itself. However, it could be F could be by itself and number 1, so we go to remove that as well. G also has the ability to be in a position by itself as well. So let's go ahead and play out these two last choices right here, which are going to be F and H in the same apartment and G and K in the same apartment. So by creating two worlds with both of those options, we're going to see which one is going to be considered available. For the first world, F and H can be together with G by itself in the second, J and K. For the second world, G and K could be together, F could be in the second. However, J is not a pet owner, so H has to be with a pet owner. Seeing how H is going to be considered pet owner plus one other tenant, J will be by itself, and now we have G and K as a possibility here. Here we have two worlds where choice C is in the first world, F and H in apartment 1, and choice E is in the second world with G and K in apartment 1. If we were to play where G and K would be in apartment 1, J, who is not a pet owner, will not be allowed to be with H because H is a pet owner. It says H is a pet owner, they have to be with one other person. And if we put that one other person in here, that means they're going to be two pet owners. And in the stimulus, there was 3 pet owners. So with that being said, G and K are not going to be allowed together because that would mean there would be only 2 pet owners or 4 pet owners, which is not going to be allowed because it's only going to be 3 pet owners. So for question 13, answer E, G, and K. Question 12, if K is not a pet owner, then which of the following could be true? And question 11, the first world, K is not a pet owner because it's in the apartment with J is not a pet owner. So let's go and use this world from question 11. We see that the first choice is F lives in 2, which is correct. F lives in 3, which we don't see. G lives in 3, which we don't see. K lives in 1, which we don't see. K lives in 2, which we don't see. Process elimination, and also with the correct answer visually seen. And remember that F is in 2 from question 11 gives you choice A. And for this answer, A, F lives in number 2. Question 9, if at least one tenant who is not a pet owner lives in number 1, then which of the following must be true? From world number 8, you see that there's no pet owners, or at least what you would consider, you could put in that position one person who is not a pet owner in that choice. So let's go ahead and use that world to go ahead and answer these questions. Exactly one tenant lives in 1. No, we see that it could be a none or 1. Exactly one tenant lives in 2. No, we see that's 3. Exactly 2 tenants live in 2. No. Exactly 3 tenants live in 2. Yes, we do see that. Exactly 2 tenants live in 3. No. By process elimination and also remembering and retaining the information that there is 3 tenants in apartment 2 for question 8 gives you the correct answer, D. Exactly 3 tenants live in number 2. Let's see how we did by answering these questions. We were able to get the second logic game all correct. Let's do a quick recap as a review. Go back to question 8. We will solve and we put in the information. We went to question 11 and answered that question, and then we went to question 13. And then we used those worlds to solve for question 12, 10, and 9. If you enjoyed the video and it helped you out, please subscribe so I can go ahead and continue making more.